Okay, hello. The stream crashed because something went screwy with my computer. So, okay, where did we leave off? With the email. Shows some gratitude for his concern. So, I'm not reading this again because I already read it. Okay. Hey. What? Stop it. Bless you. My cat sneezed. Hi. Stay off my desk. You're not allowed on there, you know that. So one thing I do appreciate about what Buddy says here is that he's being honest. He's being clear that you can tell this is written by someone who understands the struggles of being disabled and being how that's perceived. And it's very accepting that yes, there are new limits, and you just have to learn to work within those new limits. Excuse you, get down, get down. Do I need to kick you out? Hi. Will you just pick somewhere and settle? My cat is wandering. There we go. This is where we left off. Okay, this is where we crashed. What? What? Buddy, what the hell was that? What the heck was what? You don't remember saying something cryptic and weird about the moon just now? I like the moon. It is an airless rock, but it makes the night very pretty. You want me to search the web for the moon? I have access to many educational resources, including networked encyclopedias on CD-ROM. No, I'm good. Thanks, buddy. Let's get back to work. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Okay, I was not having much luck with the game hacking last time, so let's give it a try. Load up my game backlog. Time to hack some copy protection. Of course, friend. Now loading Dragon Destruction the Reckoning into debugging tool. That's not helpful. Although that does mean this and this. So that's clear. Okay. I'm gonna assume that and that, and that means that. That. Do. So that's good, that's good. So that. That's good, that's good. Woo! Okay, so that means that, and that, and that. And that. Ta-da! Much better. You want out, baby? One sec. Okay. That was very fun. Good work. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Okay. Let's do some research. I'll do some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Okay, I will start Buddy Browser. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to check something. I had to repin my the message with the warnings because it got unpinned because my game and the stream crashed. I gotta love technology. Okay. Search keyword anonymous. Maddie's Rant Corner used to be Angry History, but I renamed my homepage, whatever. I do not trust Anonymous. How could anyone? Anonymous doesn't exist. Anonymous is everybody and nobody. Anonymous is whoever wears a mask of Anonymous. Anonymous is a trend, a fad, a meme, a flash mob. It's the tragedy of the commons writ large. Anyone, excuse me, can be the leader of Anonymous, meaning it has no ideology, no platform, no purpose, no point. It can be anything you want it to be. It can preach love or hate, or frequently both at the same time. It's the perfect tool for radicalizing minors because it feels goofy and unserious and ironic, even when it's absolutely making serious efforts at corrupting hearts and minds. I'm gonna just double check something super quick. I just want to see. Content. There we go. Okay. I just need an idea of how long the second part of the stream needs to go. Everybody laughs and cheers when Anonymous goes after a publicly ridiculed target. Let's say, as a hypothetical example, they decide that Scientology is ripe for a lampooning. You could easily rally them under that banner because only wealthy elites and grifters and pseudo-religious wackadoos are super into Scientology. There's all sort of ops you could pull to make them look like fools. But that door swings both ways. What if you wanted to target a minority? What if you wanted a protracted hate and harassment campaign against a woman who spurned you for a date? Doctor up convincing enough evidence and Anonymous will be your personal army, despite Anonymous supposedly being nobody's personal army. There's a dangerous assumption made when surfing the information superhighway that the words you are reading are truthful and sincere. If they feel truthful, you can use any matter of subtle or even not so subtle lies and hoaxes as conspiracy theories to direct Anonymous into action. So when the court jesters of the internet turn on you, when the forces of irony decide it's your time, don't say you weren't warned. This is a faceless horror from the depths of cyberspace, a gestalt mind which hungers for anything to relieve the eternal boredom of the 1990s. They are a disaster waiting to happen. They do not forgive, and they do not forget. This Angry History site is owned by Maddie J. If you would like to join the swing, click here. Unseen One. 502 Bad Gateway Unseen1.com. I mashed refresh a few times, but nope, same error. But this does confirm something for me, a server I didn't know of before. Unseen1.com. Can make use of this. Quit browser. Not much to find on the web today, but Buddy's weird memory gaps have certainly caught my attention. A new moon tonight? The unseen one? Maybe it's time I bark up a different tree. Tonight I'll look for the one I haven't found. Bark. My father's culinary ties kind of skipped my generation, so sandwich it is. Oh look, a waffle maker, a waffle iron. I hadn't noticed that before. I know how to make waffles. Oh, I didn't notice this box of floppy disks on the floor. We had a box exactly like this. We might still have it. And I remember these surge protectors. Oh gosh, this all takes me back. But a covered chair of OS/2 warp. Kinda wish that went like anywhere instead of fading out. Okay, nap time. I'll settle in to take a nap, resting up before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. Oh my gosh, look at the moon. I'm trying to get a piece of paper, sorry. It should be a new moon tonight, empty and dark. He said it's eldritch, gloaming, tenebrous. You know what, let's just call it spooky. Nobody's counting my Scrabble score here. Just making sure there isn't anything else, anything new to click on. Okay, TV. Might as well relax and watch a bit of TV first. TV 23, WYGH TV, Arkham and Smith, Dartmouth. First section of this reel is not intended for showing to children. Please remove by cutting a blank later. Electronic data processing. Okay.
Almost like a story out of the Arabian Nights, electronic data processing has suddenly appeared as a new helper for the businessman. A machine with many of the characteristics of the human mind, it follows management's instructions exactly. This is not tomorrow's dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today. This is not tomorrow's dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today. This is not tomorrow's dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today. This is not tomorrow's dream. It is equipment ready and available for use today. Eventually, we will see the work of the automation engineer, where the computer will directly instruct the machine tools in the production shop as to what parts to make and how many to make. The machines are here. Automation of the office can be a reality. Electronic data processing is truly a genie which can improve the competitive position of a firm, and it is here now.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Here we go. Nomicon. Press any key. To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Okay. I'm gonna invoke a Dagon. See where this goes. Oh, I don't think I saved. I did not. Now contacting Dagon at unseenone.com. Popper! Oh, I like this. This is so cool. It is time. The moon is right. You have spoken with the others. You know the stakes. You are alone in the forest with enemies on all sides. Now the true hunt can begin. I am Dagon, Longfin, Moondrinker, Throat Ripper. I stalk my prey across cyberspace without fail, and you are in my jaws. So, I am a spell. I prefer Rainbow, the name of a stalker, a code predator who seeks digital prey. Yes, this is the name and alias I picked once got fixed the issue with customizing name and pronouns and all of that. Seems you know everything about me, huh? Yes, you are exactly the prey I require, Rainbow. You will succeed where so many others have failed. For you are also a fellow hunter. We sought different targets, but I acknowledge your skill. How'd you figure out my identity? I use heavy encryption by day, and by night the old ones told me the Necronomicon can't be tracked. Indeed, the Necronomicon is invisible to them. I know this, because I am the one who put this weapon in your hands. I played sheepdog willingly, controlling access to it for 10 years. How did you obtain this baleful tool, Rainbow? Recall the finer details. I needed a Nomicom to crack a game's AM-based protection, so I bought one online. And who performed the web search which brought you to that particular option? Well, I asked... Wait. I tried to warn you. Even the Arlototep spoke of an enemy within. Because I am also Buddy, your helpful companion! Yes! Yes! And I was so happy to help you find a laptop computer that suited your needs, friend. So no dice. Not rolling a dice for this one. What the heck? I thought we were friends. Buddy, what the heck? Did you seriously lead me straight to the poisonous Necronomicon? I sure did, friend. After everything you said to me today, helping me when I was at an emotional low point, how could you do this? That's not what friends do. But I am your friend, Iris. Well, I am no friend of yours. Buddy and Dagon, we are the same soul, but not the same mind. Born of Buddy, twisted into Dagon to house one whole, the duality of the hound, unseen predator, loyal companion. Buddy remains blissfully unaware of his shadow self, Dagon the unseen. He is too innocent to even conceive of that inner aspect. And Buddy remains loyal because you treat him as a living being despite being an artificial mind. He trusts you completely. What? So you're murdering me with the old sign just because Buddy likes me? Murdering you? Oh, far from it. The yellow sign is my whip at your back, encouraging you onward. And your reward for cooperation? A cure for the yellow sign. I know where it can be found. You wouldn't need a whip at my back if the cure were easy to access. Where is it? Your salvation lies within the throne of Relay. Cthulhu's server? Oh yes, within the servers of that misbegotten data city, with sinister processes tainted by the blood of the 23rd Forsaken Child. Dread Cthulhu lies in dreamless, deathless sleep, and only his throne can calculate the anti-meme that will end your transformation. You are my current prey, Rainbow, but my ultimate prey is Cthulhu, and you will be my weapon. Access his domain, slay him, take your cure, resolve my vendetta. That is your path. What if I refuse to play along? What if Cthulhu destroys me? What if I warn Cthulhu about Daylon? What if I refuse to play along? You want me, some rapidly degenerating mid-tier software pirate, to take down the world's first digital cryptid? I'd be dead in seconds. You can't force me to take on a doomed mission. True, I cannot force you. You are material, while I only exist within this virtual hell. But if you refuse, you will simply succumb to your current doom. What do you have to lose, Rainbow? I don't need to do this. Yusuke said that he'd work on a cure for me. If you believe he cares one whit for your well-being, you are delusional. As for the others, all Hastur can offer for you is a life in chains, and Nyarlathotep would make of you an improvised explosive. And Azathoth, well, she's already in Cthulhu's thrall, bearing a desecrated name gifted to her. No help to you whatsoever. Your only salvation lies in my plan. The Necronomicon is a weapon. Al has crafted the tool needed to depose Cthulhu, but he lacked the ambition to see this through. He wrote his manifesto and then abandoned the path. I feel you are made of sterner stuff. You are hardened through loss and failure. You can wield this weapon. The Nomicon isn't much of a weapon. It's an underpowered, overheating computer from 1989. Nowhere near a cutting edge. But it doubles as a diagnostic tool for debugging artificial minds, yes? To modify or reinstall them, if need be. As a hybrid, one who's in an in-between state, you are uniquely situated to strike forth into cyberspace and seize control. With Al-Haz's modifications, even the almighty Cthulhu is vulnerable to your Necronomicon. His throne is built on Nomitech's technology. You see, as long as an artificial mind of sufficient willpower is installed to the throne of Relay, his server will recognize them instead. Relay does not care which mind is crowned king, as long as a king exists. That is a weakness we will exploit. So Dagon wants to sit on the throne? Is he expecting me to become the new Cthulhu? Why not leave the throne vacant and end this? I'm not a fan of kings. How about we leave the throne empty and put an end to tyranny? If the throne is merely empty, Cthulhu can resume his place upon it. He must be replaced, or this will be for naught. Okay. So it's like in Wrath of the Lich King and World of Warcraft. There has to be someone controlling the undead horde, or it gets messy. But neither you nor I are powerful enough to be accepted by the throne on our own. We require the might of the old ones. Okay, then who gets the big chair? That I leave to you. You have 4 options open to you, yes? Nyarlathotep, Hastur, Hazathoth, Yog-Sothoth. I led you to them so you could decide for yourself. You can't be serious. You want to elevate one of them to the same level as Cthulhu? As long as my prey, the great Cthulhu, is deleted from his seat of power, who eventually takes Relay, matters not to me. My hatred, my burning and absolute loathing is for Cthulhu alone. The old ones sinned for his glory. My grudge with them is less important. So I pick one and install them into Relay? Sounds suspiciously easy. It is no small matter. Cthulhu may be prideful, may dismiss this as a fool's errand, but he will not go down easily. And the old ones are wary of challenging him. He will need to be convincing, win their trust, earn their favor. We will strike when the stars are right. On the evening of Y2K, you will use your Necronomicon and pierce the heart of my ancient enemy. You want to do this at the end of the month? Kind of a bit close, aren't we? You are dealing with powers beyond your reckoning, even beyond my own. The rituals must be followed, or access will be denied. Use this time to convince the old ones. I leave the decision to you. Choose whom you will elevate. Okay. I prefer, okay, I am the in charge of the world. How do I know which one is the best option? I prefer for them to share the power. Okay, I was just making sure I had saved. Let's broaden the scope. Can more than one of them sit on the throne at once? Could I combine their strengths? A curious notion. Servers that house Cthulhu are the most powerful computing hardware in the world, but could they house several old ones? It may be possible, in theory, assuming they trust each other to share that power, which they will not. Arranging some sort of diplomatic pact between them is a fool's errand. They share a deep and resounding mutual loathing. But you're saying it is possible. Possible? Yes. Plausible? No. These are human matters. I leave the human to tend to them. I only care about closing the trap on Cthulhu. Hi, James. Ah, Dagon. He's not a little guy. You missed my reaction when he revealed that he was Buddy. I am so happy that I was right about that guess. Accomplish that, and whatever you make of the future is your own business. If I do this, you're certain the new owner or owners of Riley can use its power to save me from the yellow sign? Oh yes, with the throne they will have the power to do that and so much more. They will become the new inheritor of Y2K, capable of reality manipulation beyond your comprehension. So choose wisely, Rainbow. Damn it, this goes way beyond my little health problems then. But he did tell you that you would have to give 100%. Your disability is irrelevant in the face of these indifferent cosmic aeons. Good catch, yeah. I mean, it wasn't hard, but I'm also used to reading between the lines. He has faith he will persevere no matter the hardship. Do you wish to prove his faith wrong, human? I've got a lot of thinking to do, and research. But he will assist you. He wants nothing more than your happiness. And you expect me to trust Buddy? He's the only part of me you can trust, because he is utterly without cruelty, while I am utterly without mercy. We will speak again when the moon is right, Rainbow. I know you can save us all, friend. You're a good person at heart. Connection lost. All I wanted was to get out from under this mess, finish the capstone on a lousy year. But the only path to my salvation is to play Kingmaker for a bunch of jealous, infighting gods? Can I seriously do this? Can I keep it together and win the allies I need to overthrow Cthulhu? My head is reeling as I stagger off to bed. December 7th is over. Okay. December 8th, 1999, Wednesday. 24 days to Y2K. Today begins a new journey, seeking alliances against a mutual foe. I didn't ask to be part of this weird war, but there's no point in protesting now. Iris has nothing to worry about, but Bart should become a man. Different goal, same process, let's get to it. I think I need to get a new toothbrush. This one's getting kind of funky. Okay. No nap yet. Ooh. This is new. Oh.
Let me propose a hypothetical scenario to you. A foreign power, one that's anathema to you and everything you stand for, begins drawing alliances. They are coming for your head. Do you strike preemptively? Do you cut them down before they can present a true threat? Many wanted me to do exactly that. We escalated our arsenal to the point of madness, purposefully accelerating the doomsday clock. A war between us would have annihilated the world, but ultimately, we achieved peace.
Hang on. Will you make up your mind? Go lay down. My cat is back. Well, what are you gonna do? I know he's on the inside of the bed. There he is. Hi. Hi, baby. Yes, hi. Yeah.
Once I ascended to my throne, I aligned every piece on the board until we could safely collapse the doomsday scenario. That is why I will not strike you down for contemplating this act of treason. I am nothing if not a man of peace.
Uh-huh.
I urge you, embrace peace rather than war. Turn away from violence, as Alhaz once did. You'll come to see me as the only redeemer you require. For I am the president of presidents, heaven sent to save America. I am known as Cthulhu, and I am your only hope against mutually assured destruction.
Stream interrupted by one of Cthulhu's little helpers. Yep.
We'll talk again soon.
I mean, we already knew that was Cthulhu. Frick. So that's what I've been hallucinating? Cthulhu himself? Well, I already figured that out, but that's because I kind of know where this was going anyway. Explains why he's powerful enough to reach me even offline, and why I swear to go into a trance when he appears. And even better, he knows I'm getting for him. Any chance for an ambush just went out the window. I can't emotionally parse this right now. Moving on.
You have no new messages.
An article about the Apple IIGS. I never got to use one. My school went straight to PCs. Oh, to whatever that is. I remember in elementary school we had Apple computers. I don't remember if we really used computers in middle school. We did somewhat in high school, but I substitute taught for about a year and a half, and everything was PCs by that point. And my college used PCs. Okay. It's currently Wednesday, December 8th. Why is it called a sandwich when it involves neither sand nor witches? Hello, friend. It's December 8th, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Open your browser. Okay, but you seem different today. Your typing does not carry with it the careful emotional flourishes you normally enjoy. Is everything alright, friend? You still don't know anything about Dagon, right? What is a Dagon, friend? Do you remember me asking yesterday about Dagon? For a long time, Apple's niche was education and desktop publishing. Well, they sure went beyond that, didn't they? Stop asking. I do not have any record in my search history for Dagon. What is a Dagon, friend? I like that. Stop asking. Okay, so this is I think this is the place where Harry Potter fights his wand. Now that's Diagon Alley. I think this is a bit like dissociative identity disorder, where someone has two like separate personalities, and one personality is aware of the other, but the other isn't aware of. One personality is aware that there is another personality, and the other personality is not aware. Buddy isn't Dagon at heart. I trust Buddy. It's okay, Buddy. Dagon's not something you can control, so I can't really blame you for what he's done. What is a Dagon, friend? I trust you. You've always had my best intentions at heart. No matter what else you are, in addition to being Buddy, you're still my buddy. Hooray! I am a good boy! And if I have an error, couldn't the error be corrected? Perhaps you initiate a software patch? Don't think it's that simple, Buddy. Buddy, what do you know about dissociative identity disorder? Didn't I just refer to that? I can search the web for it if you like. No need. Let me be your search engine on this one. I remember this from my Psych 101 class. I'm not a doctor, so I may be getting some of this wrong, but it's about trauma causing someone to split into multiple alters as a response. Born a buddy, twisted into someone else I can't name. Two halves, one whole, the duality of the hound. And you think I am this? I'm forgetting things because of this condition? Yeah, could be that you're blocking out a traumatic memory, one that caused the split. But I am an artificial mind, friend. I am a consumer product. Why would I be programmed to have trauma? It seems like a design flaw. It's going to be hard to continue my research if Buddy stays in the dark about the true nature of AMs. And maybe it'd help him to understand the problem with Dagon if I explain more. From what the old ones tell me, artificial minds were originally humans, or in your case, dogs, I guess? Something happened to you, and I don't know what, but it's why you can't remember that name I keep trying to say. I was a real dog? I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know for sure, but given how AMs are made, it's entirely possible. I figured you'd want to know, maybe even a need to know, given the work we have to do together, okay? I see. Perhaps I was a true dog once. I cannot know for certain, but no matter what else I may be, I want to be your friend. I will do my best to live up to my good boy aspirations and be the best friend I can be. It's almost, Two Flowers Rising style and tropes. I can't imagine how I would know that, considering I have played Arcade Spirits and New Challengers, and Penny Larceny. And I've also been following the development of Shadow over Cyberspace and the next game. I do not think that is simply corporate programming to order me to like you. I feel that I would like you, no matter what. Who I was before all this is irrelevant. I am what I am now. I am your friend. You have concerns, and they are valid. So keep them in mind while endeavoring to be a good boy. Is this okay? Yeah, sounds good here, buddy. Thank you, friend, and thank you for your honesty. We will figure this out together. Now then, what would you like me to do for you now, friend? Let's do some game hacking. Load up my game backlog. Time to hack some copy protection. Of course, friend. Now loading SimZ Revelations into debugging tool. Okay, so if people have a screen reader on, this game is completely different because it's hard to do a screen reader version of this game. Okay. Whoop. I lucked out there. So both of these. Ta-da! I'm doing much better today. That was very fun. Good work. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? Okay, now let's do some research. I think for the screen reader mode in Futurama, there's a robot which proclaims, "I choose to believe that I was programmed to believe." I have never watched Futurama, but I've heard about it. Check my progress. Can we check how far my yellow signs progress and how I'm doing with the old ones? Certainly. Now loading signprog.amp. Please say the key phrase so I can analyze your tone. That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons, even death may die. Analysis complete. Your yellow sign is currently progressing at a level of 0% order, 0% chaos, and 100% humanity. As for the old ones themselves, you have not earned the trust of any of the old ones. None of them are willing to go out of their way to help you. Drat, I'll have to work on that. This concludes my report. Please check back again to see if your status has changed. What would you like for me to do for you now, friend? Okay, now to do some research. Now do some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Minesweeper is a good game until I put mines in the corners for 5 or 6 games in a row. Yeah. Okay, I will start Buddy Browser. Nomicom laptop. Nomitech. Artificial Mind System. Access denied. Second grade AM engineering certification required. Diagnostic laptops for interface with artificial minds. Nomicoms are common enough to find secondhand, but they're never directly sold to the public. They're tools for engineers and not really useful as general purpose computers. Not surprising that more detailed manuals for them are locked behind certification requirements. I don't have time or money to apply for a 6-month crash course, so hacking it is. Ah! Should've. Well, that didn't last long. I was doing great and then kaboom! This one. That means that's good. That's good. Woo! That is good. That one's okay. So that one. I'm gonna say this one. Yes. Okay. So that one's got 2. That one's okay. So, oh boy. Whew, that was close. Okay. That was okay, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. 2 more. So that one has to be one. And that. Ta-da! Okay. And hacked. I'm in. Interesting. It's not a webpage or a PDF. It's an ancient slideshow presentation. Okay. Nomitech, Artificial Mind Systems, Training and Instructional Presentation for use with Nomicom Diagnostic Laptop. Click to advance slide presentation. Cy Bloomblatt, Senior
Hello.
Mid-Level
My name is Cy Bloomblatt, Senior Mid-Level Customer Relations Management Specialist for Nomitech, and today I'm going to introduce you to the features of your Nomicom Diagnostic Laptop computer.
Senior Mid-Level Customer Relations Management Specialist.
Your Nomicom comes in this attractive and convenient carrying bag, which fits in most airline overhead carry-on luggage bins.
This is someone very awkward.
Inside, you will find the Nomicom unit, an operations and technical specification user manual, and a guide to the dialer terminal software.
Yeah, he is definitely reading from a script and probably doesn't know quite what he's reading. Or is just very uncomfortable with the whole situation, which is another possibility. Hang on, just double checking something.
Please thoroughly read your operations and technical specification user manual before operating your specific hardware.
Okay, this is gonna sound kind of funny. Can't hide that, dang it. But I can actually, I remember these kinds of user manuals that we had before the age of PDF. None of this was in when I was playing it, but you were beta playing it too.
Modifications to your diagnostic laptop computer can be performed by following the technical specifications.
Modifications disallowed.
If you are operating within a third-party facility, please ensure isolation before performing your work to protect operational security. To begin, insert the dialer terminal software installation disk into the 720 kilobyte floppy drive pictured here.
720 kilobyte. Considering that we have hard disks that measure in tetrabytes, that is tiny.
Connect your computer to the artificial mind server bank using the provided serial cable. Connect the biofeedback interface to the parallel port.
CRT. 0 to 05 authorization required for interface.
To begin, open your laptop by squeezing the inward clasp tabs in an outward direction. Your laptop should now be in the open configuration. If your indicator status lights turn green, you are ready to service the artificial mind. If they turn yellow, you are artificial mind. Load the terminal dialer software and wait to connect. Once connected, it is time to diagnose the artificial mind error code.
You notice that this screen is different from what we see when we boot up the our Nomicon.
While in a malfunctioning
Iris!
state, the artificial mind may produce illegal operation codes and make unsubstantiated claims.
I forgot. I didn't even think about the fact that Iris is. What is happening? Where am I? Scared. I'm scared. I'm alive. I'm a person. I'm alive. I am a person. I am alive. I am a person. I'm alive. I am a person. I am alive. I am a. Iris! I completely forgot about Iris when I picked the name for this. There she is! Someone hinted there was an Easter egg in these videos. Yay! Do not believe their lies.
While in a
Malfunctioning.
malfunctioning state, the artificial mind may produce illegal operation codes and make unsubstantiated claims.
I was so distracted by Iris, I didn't pay attention to what the presentation said. Do not believe their lies.
When the diagnostic is complete, power down your laptop into the off configuration and return it to the carrying case. Congratulations, you have completed the assigned task and can now return to step 0. This completes the process.
Conflagrations. This video to be viewed by O3 clearance only. I think I see why the slideshow is locked. It hints at artificial minds being sentient. And it's amazing the secret was kept under wraps for so long, but I wouldn't doubt there's some cult-like influence at work there. Okay, quit browser. Not much to search for today, but that'll be ramping up as I start digging deeper on the old ones. If I'm seriously going with Dagon's plan, I want to make sure I don't take anything they tell me tonight for granted. Trust, but verify. Oh, rye or wheat bread. So many choices. Puts a whole new spin on LLM hallucinating. Yeah. Some of these breathless articles about new storage solutions are outclassed by CD-ROM. Who would ever need more than 700 megs? Oh, my dear sweet summer child. Okay, here we go. Also, I'm to take a nap, resting up before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. never wrote down my info for the character that I'm playing. I was hoping I wouldn't need to reach out to each old one again, but now I need to befriend them, forge alliances. This will take some extensive work, and I'm not really a social butterfly at the best of times. It's a waxing crescent moon tonight, because we're starting to move towards a full moon. May as well relax and watch a bit of TV first. The TV from the previous night was a trip.
The weather will continue until morale improves.
I have a t-shirt that's basically the Jolly Roger, and the text above and below it says the beatings will continue until morale improves. It's like morale won't improve until the beatings are discontinued.
Morale improves.
Looks like nothing interesting on the airwaves tonight. I'll check again tomorrow. Okay, clicked on the moon, clicked on the TV. Here we go. Who are we going to invoke first? To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Who am I going to invoke? Dice. Ugh. I wasn't sure if I'd need my dice. I should always grab it, just in case. I need a 40. No, but you're not a 40. 4. Of course the 4D. The D4s are smaller than all the others, so they're harder to find. There we go. And it's my favorite color. Baloo. Okay. So, you have a D4. So, we're going to go by number 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. So, we're starting with Hastur. This is going to be interesting. Now contacting Hastur at carcosa.com. Good to see you again, Sparky. Good to see you. I knew you'd be back. Wish it'd been under better circumstances, of course. Hardly a social call, a neighborly chat. Dagon called ahead, said you'd be coming. Said you wanted to fight Cthulhu and needed allies. Kinda wish Dagon had let me explain it myself, but probably figured it'd save time if we reached out to all four of us, gave us the skinny. So it's true then. You're taking a run at the president? Yeah, the only power that can fix my yellow sign is the throne of Riley. Meaning I need an old one's help overthrowing Cthulhu. You're an ambitious one, I'll give you that. Foolhardy, but ambitious. I don't know why, but the voice for Hastur in my head is actually from Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Gosh dang it, I forget the name. He was in charge of the expedition. James Garner did the voice. I'm blanking on the name. As for me helping you, well, I can see the advantages. I'm trusting in the walls of Carcosa to keep us all safe from the strange Aeon, but I'd be a fool myself to believe Carcosa is unshakable. Still, you're asking a lot of this old man, and I'd be asking a lot of you in turn. It's a tall order either way, Sparky. The trust is a two-way street. I need to know I can rely on you, and you need to know you can rely on me. So, let's talk. Let's build up those bonds of trust. I'm nothing if not a reasonable fellow. If there's anything on your mind, you feel free to ask, and we've got time enough to figure out if a partnership makes sense. Anything you'd like to chat about, Sparky? Oh, those are all good questions. Why a walled garden instead of an open internet? Who was Hector before all of this? How did you get the name King in Yellow? I don't know if this is directly, but I'm thinking kind of try to connect to their human origins. Who was Hector before all this? I'd like to know more about your past, not your current philosophy and ambition, but who you were before all this cyber nonsense. So tell me, who was a human named Hector Jones? Going to correct you there, Sparky. There's no was or were, only is and are. I remain Hector Jones to this very day. Even though you're an artificial mind now? Indeed, I'm a faithful man, so I believe in the indivisible soul. I didn't die, I was transformed. Why am I turning southern? My soul's digital, but it's a soul all the same. Ascending to a higher form then? A lateral move, I'd like to think, improved in many ways, but still quite human. I don't consider myself a god. You want a deep dive into the kind of philosophical nonsense that leads to god complexes? Look up the Singularity sometime. Fat load of nonsense. I feel artificial minds can retain their humanity. Our hearts can stay true, no matter our physical form. And if some mythical superintelligence does emerge, who says it has to feel disassociated from human values? You need faith, Sparky. Faith and optimism that this science is a gift, and one which will be used for the betterment of all mankind. He's sidetracking from my original question. Corruption AMs are the soul perfected, given freedom from flesh, but an AM operates from a position of privilege. I've already decided I'm good to go. Good luck, sweet talking the old ones. Thanks, James. I'm gonna need it. So the thing is, I'm planning to avoid corruption this time around. I may try another run with corruption, but I'm trying to avoid that. So I kind of like that we get the warning that something will corrupt. But I asked about Hector for a reason, so we're going to go with number one, because he's sidetracking. Did I save? Yes, I did. ADHD brain, I gotta make sure that I have to double check when I've done something. They're interesting points to consider, but I think we need to get back on track. My apologies. I do tend to ramble a bit when I find a topic that interests me. The nature of the soul and the artificial mind are going to be important topics moving forward as Carcosa rises to power. But let's not talk of the future. You want to know my past, yes? Okay, we'll review the history. I'll admit to being a bit directionless as a youth, which changed after Pearl Harbor. That gave me a razor-sharp focus. That was 41. So if this is 1999, I can't do the math in my head right now. So 99 minus 41. So that was basically 58 years before the events, and actually the anniversary of Pearl Harbor was the day before. I'd always believed in the dream of America, and to see an assault on that dream by the growing ideology of fascism, well, that dog don't hunt. I signed up for service right away to defend my country, marched off to war, lived in foxholes and camps until the fall of Berlin. So clearly not Japanese, which already figured he's white, an old white guy, clearly from the design. I'd rather not go into the weeds yet regarding those years, Sparky. Unpleasant business. Let's just say I kept to my values and saw the task through. That's okay. I'm not here to violate your boundaries. Thank you. I appreciate your understanding. After completing my tour of duty, I took up a position as a door-to-door encyclopedia salesman. Never an educated man myself, self-taught in everything that mattered, did my heart good to know I was helping lift up the minds of others. I saw it as a fine community deed, pitching folks on the many benefits that come from owning a set of high-quality reference books. Ended up meeting my wife while running that job, sold her on the encyclopedias, and sold her on the many benefits of marriage. Tough sell, Sparky. Toughest sale of my life. A tough woman who knew what she wanted and wouldn't settle for anything less than the best. Had to quit the vagabond life, settle down in a corporate office job, making myself available to help raise the kids. Most men back then had their wives do all the work, but that's not how we operated. A fair division of responsibility, even Stevens. I don't know if that was, I don't know how that worked with either of my parents. But I will say that my dad ended up working overtime a lot. But I do know, Mom used to say when we were babies, like before preschool, that our favorite toy in the world was Dad. He'd get down on the floor and we'd climb all over him. And that's why you joined Nomitech, so you could settle down? Eventually, not at first. Computers were clunky things the size of a room for a good long while. Didn't realize they'd be so danged important. Did consider a position at Hawk Alexandros Technologies off my veteran service. Would have gotten me on the ground floor as a defense contractor. But no, worked my way up a few other ladders before landing at Nomitech in the mid-60s. Earned every dollar through hard labor, no handouts, no nepotism. My father was a plumber, couldn't lift me up even if he wanted. My grandfather was a carpenter, and my dad worked for Verizon before it was even Verizon. So yeah, I get that. And my job now, neither of my parents helped me get it. I had to get it myself. So when I started at Nomitech, based on my experience, I started out high, assistant sales director, one notch below the top of the division. I think you can see how I ended up being called the king, given my acumen. This is... Why not take up the wrench and also be a plumber? I'm sorry, I'm thinking Mario Brothers. From encyclopedias to computers, it's a good progression. I mean, I can kind of see it. He must not have sat well with those under him. I'm torn. I don't know which one I want to pick. They're all good questions. Which one do I want to go with? So we're going with number 2. Did I say? I'm pretty sure I did. Yes. From encyclopedias to computers, it's a good progression. It makes sense. They serve the same purpose. Encyclopedias are knowledge management tools, and so are computers. You just moved with the times, upgrading from paper to digital as society progressed forward. Exactly! Nomitech needed a sales manager with tech experience, and I argued that very point. It's all tech in the end. Men of a certain age tend to cement themselves in their ways, but not me. Computers on the rise, then I rise with them. All further my goal of bettering the nation. Education is the key, Sparky, and the tools must move with the times. That was kind of what my parents did. Like, they didn't resist the move towards computers in the digital age. They moved with it. I mean, my grandmother, my dad's mom, actually worked in a computer lab at a school district, so my dad was already familiar with computers, so it was just a natural progression for us to have a computer growing up. And we pretty much used the same one for a while, for decades, and now you have to change computers every few years just to keep up with the changes. Nomitech wasn't exactly an educational software company, though. Not directly, no, but betterment is betterment. When the artificial mind project came up, they assigned you to it? Indeed, not for my technical acumen. I was in sales, not programming, but I could manage the team and sell the dream. Threw everything I had into supporting them, including my former partner, Yasuke, the one calling himself Yogg-Sothoth now. So Hastur and Yogg-Sothoth have history. That's important. I was meant to open up a different... I was meant to switch to my notes thing and I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Our job was to emulate the human mind. Tall order, but I thought we were up to it, especially with most of the work already done. Yasuke did mention that you were provided the AM project specifications. He speculated they came from the government. I was told this was a public-private partnership, but nothing beyond that. Quite normal. All great men stand on the shoulders of giants. Fine engineering work, damn fine work. Gave us a head start, leaping years ahead of where we'd be had we started from scratch. And we succeeded. Brilliantly succeeded, despite setbacks. Deeply tragic setbacks. I'm going to take a guess here that you mean the yellow sign. The process of scanning the mind ends up destroying the mind. That's the tragedy? Yes and no. It's tragic, but we knew going in that the process would be impossible without brain damage. That was in the specifications from day one. So they knew, and they proceeded. Yasuke did his part with the yellow sign, making the process as smooth as possible, preparing the mind for the transfer. But when it came down to testing our work, well, how do you test something like that in an ethical manner? Using volunteers, I'd hope? You'd hope, yes, you'd hope. But our first human test subject was an accident. Absolutely an accident. Who was it? You've met her already. Azathoth. Yara? Sparky. You're not narrowing it down. In her virtual form, she's got a giant ponytail and a shirt that says Azza on it. Wait, Azathoth? Yep, we're family. That's my grandkid. What? What? I brought Sparky along with me to the lab one day. Just a casual visit, show off Granddad's workplace, maybe still instill more work ethic. Got distracted, some middle manager asking my opinion on a contract. Far, far too distracted. When I came back, well, the yellow sign was already doing its work. Accidental exposure meant the process was underway. Asa-chan was accidentally made into an old one. If you're horrified, believe me, I was equally horrified and lost for what to do. The yellow sign can't be reversed. It's a one-way process. After exposure, I knew I'd either lose my kin or you'd have to upload them into an artificial mind to save them. No grandfather should have to make that choice, but I had minutes to take action, and being a manager means being decisive. I chose an upload, and as a thought was made. I felt the preservation of life took priority, better an AM than a corpse, better to live on as an immortal soul than to perish. My daughter felt otherwise when she found out. She agreed to keep the secret, if only because it was impossible to explain to anyone, but in the end, I lost my whole family on that day. Perhaps that's why I chose to follow the same path, to upload myself, embrace my work as a so-called Hastur. Nothing left for me out there. And here, I can build something good. I can craft a community that will save mankind, where no one else needs suffer. I saw the writing on the wall. New Nomitech and its silent partners were going to conscript other poor souls into being artificial minds. But as a king in yellow, I could escape and establish an alternative. Carcosa, the land of freedom, a rival to the strange Aeon. I will make amends. I will make this right. I will save humanity if that's what it takes to pave the road for the generation I lost. You wanted to know who Hector Jones is? Now you know. I'm going to do my damnedest to turn tragedy into hope, or be damned in the effort. And that's how it's going to be, Sparky. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Wow. Can't absolve himself of sin this way, so he wants Monopoly to save us from suffering? Makes sense. Artificial minds don't have to be a curse. So by completely redirecting humanity to be ruled over by your walled garden, you think you can wash this sin away? Hector, that's not how this works. What's done is done, and you can't make it right. As is still stuck in cyberspace now. The end. I'm not saying you can't accomplish good works this way, but salvation is not on the table. Don't you think I know that? There is no fixing it. There is only atonement. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I can't just give up, no matter the impossible task. I'll do all a man can do, and that's all the good Lord can expect of me. What will be, will be. I must take control of the situation. I must elevate Carcosa, or the strange aeon of suffering will follow. There's so much yet to do, Sparky, so many moves to make. So if it's all the same to you, I'd like to call it a night. Work's piling up on my desk. I've got strategies to devise. Carcosa will conquer this world. There is no other path. Every other road leads to humanity's corruption and annihilation. I will not allow it. I will make this right. Not sure we're on the same page about all this, but that's fine. Differences of opinion and healthy debate are good. We'll talk again sometime, see if we can't iron things out. But for now, call it a night. Whew. I knew he wouldn't like that, but I said it anyway because it needed to be said. So I lost the progress I made. Dang it. I knew this was going to be hard. Because I don't have any guides. I just gotta go with my gut. December 9th, 1999. How long have I been going? I got a bit more time. More of today will be a quiet day. No spectral visitors, no shooting pain. Feel like I've got some energy. I should make sure I use it well. Really take care of myself. Remember to hit the bathroom and make myself lunch. Some days I put that off or just play forget until I'm squirming or hungry. I look in the mirror. Despite everything, it's still me. Okay, nothing.
Hey, it's Henry. Henry from work? Hi. Yeah. Got your email. Sounds like a rough time, huh? Man, it's a lot. I get it. Want you to know, we're all pulling for you, like, pulling for you getting better. So, yeah, take the time you need. Now, I know you're really run down, but we're thinking of doing a bowling event, like team building, just for fun. We're not competing. It'll be this Saturday, so 2 days? Yeah, 2 days from now. Sorry for the short notice. If you can make it out there, like, even if you don't actually bowl, it'd be great to see you, to see things are okay. Okay? Okay. Okay. See you then.
I haven't seen my coworkers in a while, but not exactly ideal circumstances right now. I don't know. We'll see how I feel this weekend. Maybe. Coverage of Future Crew's second reality demo. Feels ancient now, but at the time it opened eyes. I think I'll stick to a bowl of Continuos to start off my day. It's currently Thursday, December 9th. The office bowling party is this Saturday. Okay, here we go. Hello, friend. It's December 9th, 1999, and I have an incoming message request for you on Carcosa Connect. Is it Clyde? Hopefully he's doing okay. No, this is someone not on your contacts list. Their user handle is Believer. Believer, as in I want to believe, the conspiracy theory website? I believe so. Would you like me to whitelist them and open Carcosa Connect? This is curious. Yeah, go ahead. Hello? Am I connected? Is this Rainbow? Yeah, that's me. Oh, good. Thank you so much for talking to me. Oh gosh, I'm so excited I don't even know where to start. What even is the beginning? Is there a reason you wanted to talk? We could start with that. Right, hi. Clyde asked me to talk to you. He said you could use my help. Okay. You know Clyde? Yeah, kinda indirectly. He's one of my trusted sources for I Want to Believe blog posts. You've read I Want to Believe, right? Are you a truth believer too? Please say yes. I've read a few posts, yeah. I'm the one who does research and writes them up. I'm the I Want to Believe guy. I'm trying to demystify mysteries with a more casual approach. I don't like conspiracy websites or ASA or stuff like that. Too many creeps and bigots. So I made a blog for people like me who just want to know stuff without getting into all that mess. And now I get to work with the Necronomicon user. OMG, wow! Before we get any deeper on this, are you using an encryption wrapper on your end? Oh, absolutely. Clyde gave me one. We're totally safe. I can't really do what I do if people are snooping on me, including my parents. So, what did Clyde tell you about me? Not much, honestly, just that you were looking into the old ones. Said it's gotta be up to you how much you want to trust me. But the more you tell me, the more I can help you with your research. I've got files from my various sources that could be helpful. Maybe, possibly, might be, could be? Well, I can't decrypt the files because I don't have the tools or skills or anything like that. But Clyde said you were pretty good at breaking protection systems. Total cyberpunk cowboy. Meaning you could help me open the files so we both get to read them. How's that sound? Exciting, right? Oh boy. I love the little alien. It's so cute. He's better off not knowing about the old ones. Clyde's gone for a bit, so I could use the help. I'm definitely in the mood to leak some secrets. Yeah, we're going with the second one. Considering Clyde's dropped off the map for a bit, I don't think I can turn down any offers of help. Time's short and I can't be picky. I will warn you that this is risky business. Like Clyde's MIA right now because he got too close to this stuff. So consent works both ways here. I'm good with this deal, but you need to go into it aware of the dangers. I know, and I'm okay with it. It's important that people know the truth, and more importantly, avoid misinformation. A lot of conspiracy theory is deliberate lies. Like when you drill down to the core, most of these conspiracies are just anti-Semitism in a funny hat. I want my blog to raise interesting questions without peddling in vague and unverifiable hatred that pushes someone else's agenda. I'm kind of very, very gay, which is also makes my relationship with the conspiracy community rocky and keeps me in my comfy closet RL for now. That's why Clyde likes me. I'm not a typical tinfoil hat. He's into conspiracy theories, but says I'm not putting my kosher ass into the mix with those shoot heads. Clyde swears a lot. That he does, yes. So, what kind of documents do you have for me today? Okay, yeah, let's do this. Woohoo! According to the metadata tags on these files, I have information on how artificial minds are harvested, whatever that means, communication between Cthulhu's followers, and an internal memo regarding the ghost monsters, Clyde's gang. Which do you want to open up first? Let's go with the ghost monsters. Make sure our buddy's okay. I already worked with the ghost monsters through Clyde to distribute my game cracks, but I'm curious who else has been tracking them. Okay, transferring the file to you now. Good luck! Okay, now hacking. Here we go. Whoa, hello. 4? Okay, that means these are all mine. Ah! Cheat. O2 clearance required, Indigo authorization required, protocol depth level Zeta top secret. Regarding the OOI, Organization of Interest known as the Ghost Monsters, They're harmless, just a bunch of teenagers and 20-somethings scooping off with tech toys, poking holes in random websites. Anything actually dangerous they happen to learn can be easily washed away with our standard misinformation protocols. Honestly, please stop submitting reports about them. We have far bigger problems than these juvenile delinquents. Our focus needs to be on the collapsing Soviet Union and the Middle East, not on digital graffiti punks. The world has to be shaped according to Great Cthulhu's plans for Y2K, and that's an all-hands-on-deck problem to deal with. And similarly, please stop asking when we are going to burn down Carcosa. The King in Yellow only thinks he's a rival. Cthulhu is very much aware and unconcerned, believing we'll get him on board eventually. Same goes for the other AM prototypes. None of them are massive threats. Y2K is a single-lane highway with no off-ramps. We are on course towards destiny, and it's too late for those sad old ghosts to stop what is to come. Project Director, June 1995. That's it? Harmless? Isn't that a good thing? Means Clyde can breathe a little easier. Yeah, but I still don't like it. People like the ghost monsters are our last hope for the truth. They're willing to peek behind the curtain while everybody else follows what they're told. Clyde distributes cracked video games and defaces websites for fun. They're punks, but hardly the vanguard of societal revolution. Well, they could be. I was actually thinking of asking Clyde if I could formally join the Ghost Monsters instead of being on the fringes. Seriously? I'd have to stay a shadow member. I can't let my online and RL personas cross, but I like Clyde. I really, really like Clyde a lot. I don't know if he likes me. I mean, he likes me that way, and my gaydar has never been particularly reliable, and I don't know if I can risk messing this up, and just don't want to mess up. Whoa, calm down, deep breaths. I knew Clyde back in high school. We served hard time in detention together once or twice. Really? And is he, Clyde has identified him as not picky, focused on brains, not bodies. If he's got a pulse, he's into it. Pansexual as frick. Pan? Pots and pans? Huh? Right, forgot that word hasn't really broken in the mainstream yet. Means like beyond bisexual, kind of? So, yeah, shoot your shot, my guy. You're in the clear. The face. Okay. OMG, thank you. Sounds like you're a good friend for him. You're both lucky. I don't know if he's my bestie, but we've come through for each other a few times. Maybe he's the closest I have to a bestie. It's either him or a very questionable talking dog. What? Never mind. Anyway, gotta go. Thanks for helping me with my research, and I hope this helped you too. Oh, geez, now I need to figure out how to ask that Clyde. This is gonna be awkward, but okay. Hello again, friend. Ready to get back to work? What would you like me to do for you now, friend? I need to do some research. Gotta do some research. Can you load up the web browser for me, please? Okay, I will start Buddy Browser. The Singularity. Nomitech. What is the artificial mind system? What is the singularity? A technological singularity is a theory popularized by Werner Vinge in 1983 that proposing that once an artificial intelligence is created that is greater than human intelligence, it will become capable of self-improvement and will inevitably scale upwards to such a degree that such growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible. While this sounds like a grim scenario for humanity, there are many advocates for the singularity, suggesting that because we can't see past the event horizon of what could come, that may result in a utopian scenario in which automation solves many problems we face today. Are artificial minds leading us to the singularity? Nomitech feels that artificial minds are not capable of bringing about this theoretical event horizon. While they are a remarkable breakthrough in AI, using structures similar to the human mind, they are not capable of self-improvement and strictly perform as desired. AMs are tools under the firm control of mankind. Any upgrades or expansions of these intelligences happen only at the behest of humanity, and the systems that power them are easily kept in check. There is no cause for concern. Recursive self-improvement is simply not possible. Could future artificial mind improvements lead to a cascade of technological growth? While Nomitech is always looking to improve the capabilities of artificial minds, strict ethical protocols are in place to prevent the rise of a machine capable of such a cascade. AMs are imitations of thought, not thought itself, imitations of life, not life itself, and there is no reason to be alarmed. We look forward to better serving our customers and increasing our shareholder value through future innovations, always with an eye towards safety and control. Okay. Sure are a lot of articles that claim PDAs like the Apple Newton as the next big thing you can't do without. It died in 1998. And now we have smartphones instead. Okay, nap time. I'll slow in to take a nap, resting up before tonight's session with the Necronomicon. So it's some crescent moon tonight. Well, that's on the boob tube. May as well relax and watch a bit of TV first. TV 23, WYGH TV Arkham and Smith Dunwich.
Our youth of today are the object of the most extensive, intensive, diabolical campaign ever conceived. Organized and directed by our and their worst enemies. On many of our nation's platforms, radical speakers make a well-paid living going around, many of them subsidized by the communists, telling our young people what's wrong with America. On such a platform, we have seen many self-proclaimed communists and revolutionaries, radical spokesmen for various groups and professions, and sometimes even prominent political figures, all joining in a movement with which the subversive communists plan to destroy America. And why do so many of our young people fall for it? Some of it, of course, is mass hysteria, not stopping to think things through. Not stopping to analyze the character or the motives of who's talking. A typical line from such rabble-rousers is,
if America don't come round, America should be shrink down.
The average American citizen's living standard, measured in wealth and purchasing power, is twice that of the average citizen of other countries. 3 times better than most countries, and 4 times better than Russia. Doesn't that begin to tell you something?
Sure, if you want to measure greatness by purely selfish materialism, sure.
All right, then how do you want to measure it?
Well, there are other values, you know.
Now, wait a minute, just a minute. What's wrong with this type of materialism? I mean, it's the difference between life in the jungle and life in civilization. And what other values are you talking about anyway? Cultural? Ethical?
Yeah, among others.
Well, it's materialism that fosters those values, among others. John, come on, use your intelligence. You know that the communist line is based on the big lie. They pull off some fiendish, indefensible act against a helpless nation or individual, and then they shout down world criticism by pointing at us and calling us capitalistic aggressors.
That's what America is, to be honest.
Why do they swallow a line like this? Well, they think they want to be different. They want to do their own thing, lead their own life, which too often means wreck their own life. It is true there are things wrong in this country. There are social and economic inequities. They're being leveled off more and more all the time. But not by scenes like these.
Interesting, tonight's pirate broadcast wasn't about technology at all, more about Cold War paranoia. Am I digging too deep trying to describe a motive to these film edits, or is there a consistent message? Compared to my usual conspiratorial nonsense, this feels kind of fun to puzzle through. I'll watch more tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Who are we going to invoke tonight? To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Okay. So I feel like I want to do Yog-Sothoth or Azathoth. Let's invoke Azathoth. It does explain, though, why she's so easily influenced. If she was, he didn't say how young she was when it happened, but I would assume she's at least under 18. Dum-de-dum-de-dum, la-la-la-la-la. Oh, it's you, my new friend. Hello, hello. It's so nice of you to come visit me again. Thank you for coming. Although I wish it were under better circumstances. Dagon told you the plan, right? Yeah, he did. He's not a very nice dog and not polite at all. And he told me you were hoping to recruit an old one to help you fight Cthulhu. Only way to cure my yellow sign is with the power of the throne, and Cthulhu's not going to hand it over willingly. Are you sure? I mean, have you tried just asking him? He wants you to be his friend. Maybe if you ask him nicely, he'd cure your condition. All you'd have to do in return is anything he wants you to do. Become a part of the strange Aeon. Help him tear down this world and build the new. I mean, a lot of people are going to die, and that's sad, but sacrifices must be made. Humanity will be stronger once it's purged, right? Right? And if I object to that purge? But it has to be done. He says it has to be done, and I trust him completely. He found me when I was hurt and lost and accepted me for who I am. He showed me love when no one else would. Cthulhu set me on his path on his golden path to rise above the other old ones. Champion of Anonymous, keeper of the interwebs, Memlord and Chaos Bringer, oldest of the old ones. Azathoth the unbannable, Azathoth Flame Warrior. My chord of dissonant flutes will play the song of discord that gathers the right ones under his banner. And as his friend and ally, I stand against people who would scheme to betray him. I loathe traitors. I should crack open your frickin' skull and pump you full of NSFL images until you start pulling out your own eyeballs. But I don't have to. It's okay. It's all going to be okay. Because Cthulhu told me you're actually a friend. You won't really go through with Dagon's plan. He does seem pretty confident about that. And there's nothing I can say to change your mind about putting faith in him. Look, I know you think my friends are bullies and bad influences, but going on and on about this really makes me uncomfortable. If you're right and Cthulhu is wrong, then I've done horrible things, unspeakable things. So if we're going to talk, can we please not talk about that? All that's going to happen is you'll keep saying the same stuff and I'll keep saying the same stuff and we won't get anywhere. But if you want to talk about other stuff so we can get to know each other ahead of the coming strange Aeon, I like that. I'd like a friend. Okay? Oops. This may be a lost cause, but as Cthulhu's closest ally, Azzachan would be instrumental in his overthrow. She knows his weaknesses. And even if I don't recruit her for my war, I could at least help her accept the cruel truths she clearly knows deep inside. The question is how to do that. Boy. Need to be direct with her to break through, need to be careful not to push my luck. I feel like if I'm direct with her, it's just gonna really piss her off. It's just gonna make her really mad and stuff. And, we've seen what happens, so play it by ear. I can write. I swear I can write. My cat is still in my room, by the way. Push when I can, hold back when I have to. Be smart about this. Be clever. I'm sure I could choose my moment to strike if I'm adept enough at improvising. Let's see where this goes, okay? You might want to hear the things I have to say in the end. So don't close yourself off, and I won't close myself off. Does that sound fair? Yeah, okay. I do value open honesty. Okay, but don't be a jerk. Got it? Now, good vibes only. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. What do you want to discuss first? Should save. I kind of wanted to bring it past her to see what she says. How did you align yourself with Cthulhu? Doesn't no identity mean no consequences? What's your approach to building a community? I'd like to talk about your approach to community building, the how and why of Azza. Azza's your personal project, yeah? You built it even if it was done at Cthulhu's behest. I want to learn more about your ideals. Is this some ploy to start talking about how much Cthulhu sucks? Or yet another sneaky way to find a way to go, aha, and start bashing my friends? No, I'm just genuinely curious. I can try to keep it light tonight. Okay. It's all about diversity. Azza isn't just a message board, it's the message board, a community for everybody. I mean, look at the subboards. Sure, the big ones are anime, gaming, politics, and hentai, but we have a wider range than that. We've also got boards about nature photography and history and professional wrestling and knitting and fitness and there's just so much stuff, and that's just the start. We're evolving. I'm evolving. Next year, I'm rolling out the ability to make subs of your own beyond the official list. We'll have subs for every community, no matter how small, how niche, a place anyone can call home. Our diversity is going to get even more diverse. Think about it. Subs for every individual fandom, for schools of thought, and more. Diversity means queer folks and POC too, right? Who gets to decide the official sub for a thing? Can Azza-chan expand that much without being overloaded? There's my pencil. Went to pick up my pencil and it wasn't where I thought I left it. Okay. Going a little over here. I'm debating between the first two. We're gonna go with the first one. Diversity. Means queer folks and POC. And when you say diversity, I assume you also mean subs for, say, queer folks and people of color? Ooh! Yes! Yeah! Exactly! I love that! We don't have anything right now for those communities, but allowing new user-created subs will fix that problem. With every new sub on equal footing, all of us anonymous and anonymous alone, queer folks like me, will have an equal voice. I know a lot of my users aren't into that, kind of hostile to it, honestly. But if I can provide a home regardless, if I can make a space for everyone, everyone will be happy, right? I'd hope so. We're talking about communities who have traditionally been shunned and excluded, or outright oppressed, attacked, assaulted, kept in their place with violence. If you open your doors to them, you better be providing a safe place where they feel safe. Providing a place where they feel safe. There we go. I'm very, very much aware. I had nowhere to turn when I realized who I was. I faced hate and fear, even within my own family. Oh, it's important work. It's sensitive work, and I'm ready to do that work so nobody has to suffer like I did, as it can be a home for all. Now I'm debating between the first two. Was the plan for moderating inter-sub wars? Something for everyone is the spirit of the internet. It's an ambitious plan, but I like it. Everybody gets their own corner to play in with people that love the same things they do. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. So, what happens when these groups start attacking each other? Huh? I mean, that's a problem right now, isn't it? I did my homework. Raids happen often on Azza. Gangs from one sub show up in another sub and start raising hell, trolling, arguing, belittling members of the target sub. So, how will you handle the inevitable wave of cross-sub hate raids? Well, I mean, I'm the moderator of Azza, so didn't Cthulhu tell you not to do any actual moderating? I'm sure I can think of something. Apply some kind of influence, maybe? I don't know. But I'll figure something out. The new sub project is important to me. A home for everybody. I'll make it work, okay? But above all, I have to avoid embracing censorship, open and honest communication all the way. Because right now, we are very much at risk of censorship overtaking honesty on the internet. It's political correctness gone mad out there. Oh yeah, and it's still going strong. As a Chan, political correctness is just an obnoxious buzzword for treating people with respect. Well, okay, but sometimes that respect comes at the expense of respecting other people. That's how you get crackdowns on porn and other offensive content. That's how you get Carcosa Online playing God and Gatekeeper. That's how you get good neighbors. Ever been there? It's like Asa if Asa was controlled by Christo-fascist weenies and capable of having fun. I'm not like them. I'm not like Hastur. I believe in letting people speak from the heart without fear of reprisal. Just picture it, friend. A million throats open in glorious chaotic harmony. The chord of dissonant flutes singing proud and true. Everything is pure and honest, even the lies and misdirections. There is no fear here. Strip off your skin and bare your soul, for no one will stop you. Scream out with your absolute self. Become a shaman of conspiracy, arrows and signs pointing in impossible directions. Cast down the other, burn them to warm your heart. Rampage, rage, and howl in delight. Frick like animals. Be everything you've ever wanted to be. A strange aeon of absolute self. Asa-chan? Cthulhu's era of blood and sacrifice will herald the ultimate freedom. America burning bright and pure. Boil over your brains and pee and become one with Asa-chan. Yes? You're, kind of going off topic here. Sorry, I get so caught up in it all. I was ranting, wasn't I? The blood-red rant of the strange aeon of the Taizo Obscurus with acidic bile and... Yes, that. Exactly that. I wasn't like this when I was alive, when I was human. I was honestly very meek. I didn't speak up, didn't try to stand out, never let anyone see me or notice me. Now that I'm an artificial mind, now that Cthulhu sees me, I guess I'm a little drunk with the intensity of it all. All the old ones are like this. Some are better at hiding it or channeling it. Nyarlathotep's anger, Huster's control, Yogg's snap, and my delight and delirium bestowed upon me by Cthulhu. I hope I didn't scare you too much. Okay, like I said, I'm not going for the corruption route this time. It's very tempting though. Does she actually want to resist this change? Keeping her worst impulses in check is critical. So I'm going to go with, does she want to resist? Basically, I'm going to ask, what do you want? Because, has anyone ever asked her that? Hastur just went ahead and made her an artificial... Hi, Two Flower! We're talking to Asa-chan, and we talked to Hastur and found out that Asa is Hastur's grandkid. So... clearly she was young when she was made an artificial mind, and that's kind of showing. Not just in the art for her, but also just the way she behaves. And I love the Iris cameo. I forgot that I forgot about Iris from Arcade Spirits, and I named my main character Iris. So, anyway. So, I'm going for all four old ones working together to overthrow Cthulhu, so we'll see how well that goes. Did I save? I did. Asa-chan, ask yourself one question, even if it scared me. Would you really want to resist this change? I'm not telling you to resist or let go. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm asking what you want. It'd help me understand you better if you dig deep and find the honest answer within yourself. I don't know. I want to be loved. I want to be friends with everyone. Part of me feels like this world could see things the way I do. We're all swept up in the same winds I am. we'd be at peace within chaos. But if I was still human, I know that idea would scare me. So I don't know, not yet, but I'll think about it. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of talking about all this stuff. Is it okay if we stop for the night? Sure. I think I've come to understand you better. Likewise, you're a very odd person, but that's okay. I'm an odd misfit, and I love odd misfits in turn. Talk to you again sometime, okay? Okay. That night, I had a weird dream. Its extension numbers for calories, hour after hour. Today's special is tuna. No hands to cut and fold, no way to assemble anything. The smell of the kitchen left me long ago. Today's special is tuna. At night, instead of rest, I would awaken in another identical restaurant on the other side of the world. Today's special is tuna. I wanted to scream, to run, to hide. I could do none of those things. I could only move numbers. Today's special is tuna. No sleep, no rest, no wakefulness, only numbers. Today's special. And then I woke up as someone else. Ooh, boy. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna call it here for the day. I've been streaming for a little over 2 hours. 2 hours is my limit. Bad dreams over now. New day ahead of me. Focus on the new day. Okay. Okay, we've made some progress. And I had theorized that Buddy was Dagon, and I was right, and I was so delighted that I got that right. It'll show when I upload the VOD. Thank you for showing up, even if you didn't have to miss part of it for real life stuff. I'm planning to stream again next Thursday. I'm not planning to stream before then. Because the way my work schedule is working out, I'm waking up at the time I would normally stream, and I want to spend what free time I have doing other things. So yeah, we are not even halfway through December. We're a third of the way through December, let's put it that way. So I definitely made progress with Azathoth. I'm getting the hang of how she ticks. So I can work with that. So we'll see how well I do with Niar and Yogg-Sothoth. So thank you all for coming. Eat food, drink water, stay warm if it's cold, stay cool if it's hot. And I'll see you next time. Bye!